Alright, so this lesson is going to be all about how much the different styles of cloth diapers cost. So for purposes of this estimate, I'm going to be using Kelly's Closet, and there are a few reasons why I picked that site. Number one, they've constantly got coupon codes for free diapers. I think right now they've got a coupon code for you spend $45 and you get a free one-size diaper added to your purchase. I like that because it adds to the value of what you're buying, even though you know they sell at good deals, they have things on sale all the time, but a free diaper really adds to the value. Also, they've got free shipping. I think right now it's with a $49 order, and I think that's really reasonable. Also, they've got a rewards program where every dollar you spend, you get a point, and those can be redeemed for gift certificates. I think it's 225 points is $10, 500 is $30, 750 is $50, and I think it just goes up from there. So I like that they've got the rewards program. I love coupon codes. I never shop without a coupon code, and that's who I'm going to be using. First, when I thought about doing this comparison, I was thinking I could just pick from all different sites, but prices change all the time, sales change all the time, and I am a big sale shopper, so I thought for the purposes of this comparison I would just use one site, and Kelly's Closet is who I decided on. So, alright, we're going to start with the most basic diapers, just like we did with the style comparison video, and we're going to go to the most modern, and we're going to show you about how much those options cost. Also, there's a lot of variables. You guys, if you are shopping a sale, like a lot of our diapers we got on a Black Friday sale, you can get things a lot cheaper. Also, if you include the free shipping or a coupon code, that can really change up what you're getting for the money and the value that you're really getting. So, not to mention if you shop any kind of secondhand stores or things like that, that can really make your cloth diapering a lot cheaper. So the first, the most basic style that we have is the flats. This is that big piece of fabric, and flats I found on there. Oh, and also I should tell you this, 24 diapers is what I'm using for the estimate. I also started to do a 30 or 36 diapers, but I think we'll just use one. I think it'll be more simple and just show you a basic comparison. So obviously you can get more than 24 diapers, and that'll increase your cost. So with a stash of 24 flats we found for $47.94 they had on the site, and those are just some really basic flats. I added a snappy in there. That was the little closure that we were using. That's the, here we go, instead of using the pins. You saw this on the video, lesson 1. Those were $3.97 for just one. Of course you can have more, we've only ever had one. And also the covers, I went with the Econo covers. These are just a more inexpensive option. Also, they're a one-size cover, so it snaps down once they get bigger. And technically, this is supposed to fit for birth to potty training. So if you have a really small baby, my baby was 7 pounds 9 ounces, you might want to invest in a newborn stash, but that'll be a separate video. So if you don't care if the diapers are a little bit bulky in the beginning, then this stash would work for you. If you want something more specific for a newborn, you want a newborn stash as well. That'll be for every single pretty much every single one of these options here. You might want a separate newborn stash if you're expecting a smaller baby. So, okay, we've got the Econo covers, and so I went with 24 of the flats. I went with 7 covers for a, the 24 to go with 24 diapers, and with the Econo that would be $62.65 for 7 covers, which is really, really reasonable. It's kind of crazy actually. Or you could, you also have the option of going with the Thirsties covers. The only disadvantage is that these come in 2 different sizes, so you will have to buy both, so that kind of increases your cost. And let's see, so we went with the Econo we had 1 snappy, and we have 24 flats, and that came to $114.56. So birth to potty training, $114.56. That is the most affordable, actually the second most affordable option that you could find. It's kind of surprising what was the most affordable. But now if you could find your flats or these sort of swaddling blankets, receiving blankets, maybe you have an Other Mothers or a local resale shop, a lot of times they have these at my local Other Mothers for 99 cents. So if you were to get 24 of these at the 99 cents or $1, basically be spending $24. And then with the snappy and the 7 Econo covers, that would be $90.62. And basically birth to potty training, under $100. That's a big savings when you consider that cloth or disposable diapering can go anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. That's a big difference. You know, if you do have a heavier wetter, you might actually want to use, you know, another receiving blanket inside of these, so you might have to add a few to your stash, but very affordable. All right, next we have is the Prefolds with covers, and this actually was pretty surprising to me. This is the most affordable option, and what we went with and why it's the most affordable option is because we went with the Econo set. So you buy one Econo cover and it comes with a Prefold. This is not that brand, but this is what a Prefold looks like. So for 8 covers and 24 diapers, it was $79.60, which is super cheap, and 1 snappy, so $3.97. And the size of the Prefold, you might be thinking, how's that going to go from little baby to potty training? And basically how they do that is you fold it. So if you want, you know, if you've got your bigger baby, you fold it like this and you'll put it inside your cover like this. So if you've got a smaller baby and you can use the snappy and put it on them, you can do that. Or you can also fold it like I did with the 3 and lay it in this way with the cover, and it'll work to absorb everything, just like that. You can also go with size Prefolds. That will increase your costs a little bit, but this is the cheapest option that you can go with, and that's what I'm showing you. So all in all, that would be $83.57. That is just crazy. $83.57 as opposed to $2,000 to $3,000 is a big difference. So that is definitely the most affordable option. And again, I'll have the link below if you guys are interested in seeing exactly the cost of these. I found everything on Kelly's Closet, so it'll be in that link. Okay, next diaper was the Contour, and I was having a hard time finding these. This is one I made, and technically it's not a contour, but you get the basic idea of the shape. I was able to find Kiss-A-Love's contours, and I think this was actually on a different site. Thanksmama.com is where I found this one. These are Kiss-A-Love contours, and they are they do have a one size option now. So the contours, I believe you fold them down in the front for a smaller baby, and they also had a sort of a insert that's just pre-sewn in, so that helps with the absorbency. So those, I was assuming that you buy 24, and that would bring you to $252. With this particular site, you would get 2 free covers, and I think they were sized covers, so I didn't put those into our allotment of Econo covers, because birth to potty training is the goal here. So I got still 7 of the Econo covers. That was $62.65, and we added in a snappy because with the contours you do need something to hold the sides closed. There's no closure, so that brought us to $318.62. Again, that is a lot less than disposables. And especially the Kiss-A-Loves are really great diapers. Everybody raves about how soft they are, how good of a fit they are. So that's a really nice option. All right. Next we have Fitteds. This is also Kiss-A-Loves that I went with. People rave about the softness of them, and that's why I went with them. And I don't have one to show you here, but I do have, this is a Thirsty's fitted diaper. So you get the idea, the elastic, and it has a closure. So with the Kiss-A-Loves fitteds, we did have to get size 1 and size 2. So benefit of that is you're not using each diaper, you know, the whole time that you're doing birth to potty training. You're kind of splitting it up, so you get half the use on each diaper. If you're planning on selling these later, that, you know, they have less wear, or if you're planning on using them for future children, that's a benefit because there's less wear on each diaper. But it does cost you more up front. So for size 1, they are $13.95 each, and that brought us to, for 24 of them, it brought us to $334.80. For the size 2, that is $14.95 each, and that brought us to $358.80. We added in 7 Econo covers for $62.65, and our total was $756.25. Still a lot less than $2 to $3 grand. The next option, which is actually considerably less than the fitted with covers, is the Fuzzy Buns one size diapers. Now Fuzzy Buns makes two different styles of pocket diapers, the ones with the inserts you stuff in. They make two different styles. They have a one size or a perfect size. Basically the one size, you adjust the leg elastic and you're able to adjust the back elastic, so it can go basically from about newborn, about 7 or 8 pounds, to potty training. So for some newborns they are too big. Mine, they was a little bit too big, and we did have to go with a separate newborn stash. But the idea with the Fuzzy Buns one size is it costs a little bit more, but you're able to use it for more sizes. With the perfect size, you can buy extra small for newborn, small, medium, even large if your baby gets that big. Again, you do have to buy the specific sizes, but you use each diaper for less time, less wear. If you're having future children, you might prefer that option. For our purposes, I use the one size option, and just to show you the least cost with that style. So for a Fuzzy Buns, again, these are more of a name brand. For the Fuzzy Buns, we got 24, and they were $19.97 each, and that brought us to $479.28. And these are all you need for the diapering. You don't need covers, no snappies, nothing. So $479.28, that was your final cost. A lot less than $2 to $3 grand. We also did a comparison with Bum Genius 4.0s. That's another common diaper type. While I don't have that one here, it's the same idea, and Bum Genius is another name brand. Buying 24 of those was $406.80 from Kelly's Closet, and that's even less than the Fuzzy Buns, so it's a pretty good deal. I think that one came in a package deal, so that's why it was able to be so cheap. Another option is the Kawaii one-size diapers. I think these, I'm not sure if they were closing out or what, but they only had them in one color. They only had them in red, so they also had, there was like two styles. One was a crossover tab, one was just, I forget. One was a crossover with snaps, the other was like Velcro and only came in red. So the Velcro that only came in red, if we got 24, would be $215.28. That is very cheap for pocket diapers, birth to potty training. Very cheap. And then the ones that they did have the multiple colors in, that they have the snaps, it was $250.80. Just a little bit more. You could get them in more colors, and a lot of people seem to really like them and say that they're very comparable to Fuzzy Buns, so very cheap. And pocket diaper is definitely probably the one that I would recommend to most people, the majority of people, just because of the ease of use, and they're pretty affordable, even if you compare them with some of the more basic diapers. The next we've got is the all-in-twos, best bottoms, which I've got right here. This is the one that you have the snap-in, your snap-in insert. So you're snapping that in. I bought, let's see, 7 covers, so 7 of the outer and 24 of the inserts. With these, you do have the small, medium, and large inserts. You could probably get away with just doing maybe small and large, but technically you would need the 24 small, 24 medium, 24 large. So for the 7 covers, $16.95 a piece, and we got 7 of those, so $118.65. Each of the inserts was, I believe, $3.95, so $94.80 for 24, small, medium, and large. It brought us to $403.05 for the best bottoms. Alright, next one would be a hybrid diaper. For this, I used the Flip. It's a different cover. Again, I don't have that one here. But the idea is that you have your cover, and you could use either the cloth inserts, or you could use basically what makes it hybrid, the disposable or biodegradable insert. So the Flip, for 8 shells, I think these were sold in increments of 2, so that's why I went with 8 instead of 7. So for 8 shells, it was $119.80. And I did both comparing the disposable inserts with if you got cloth. So for the, let's see, the Flip with the inserts, and every 2 shells you bought came with 18 inserts. So it was $119.80 for 8 shells and 72 inserts. And then to go, let's see, if you were saying you used, like my comparison sort of is, 10 diapers for the newborn to 2 months, 9 diapers for 3 to 6 months, 8 diapers for 6 to 24 months, and if you potty trained at 24 months. That would be 5,730 inserts that you would need. So if you subtract the 72 inserts we already bought, that was 5,604 inserts, which would be about 312 packs. So the short of that is you would spend about $1,862.64 on inserts, and that's quite a bit. For your covers that came with inserts and extras, you would spend about $1,982.44. Benefits of this: you still are doing, the outer portion is cloth, something that you would reuse, but you do have the inserts that you can biodegrade, you can flush them in the toilet. That's a big big benefit. They're not just going in the landfill. However, you do miss out on a lot of the benefits of cloth with the pricing, with the reusability, not having to buy inserts all the time. So this would probably be definitely my least preferred method of cloth diapering, but it still is an option. If you were to use the flip with the reusable inserts, again, we had to buy in sets of 2, and we got 8 shells, 24 inserts. It's $199.80, and that is a lot cheaper. $199.80 for your inserts there. And if that's a big difference between about $200 and almost $2,000. So if you're one of those people who is really, really worried about, you travel a lot, or you're just on the go a lot, you don't have to worry about putting your cloth diapers into your wet bag in your purse, you could do both. You could have this cover works both with the disposable inserts and the cloth inserts. So if you use cloth most of the time and then just the disposable inserts just every once in a while, you are still saving a lot, and it'll make it fit in with your lifestyle, and you don't have to use disposable diapers. So that works for a lot of people, and I say if that's what works for you, do it. Last is the all-in-one, and this one we use the Bum Genius Free Time diaper. This is a fairly new diaper. They retail for $19.95 each. It's the most expensive. However, if you're buying 24, that would come to, let's see, they're $19.95 each, but if you buy 12 or more, then they were $18.95 each on this particular site. Makes them $454.80 for the 24 diapers. Still a lot less than your disposables. So a couple of my tips, just real quick. Buying in bulk, if you buy 6 or more, or 12 or more, a lot of times your price per diaper is less expensive. Shop sales, and just because I've given you how much it would cost to do a basic, small baby to potty training, just because I've given you those for each individual diaper, you can definitely mix and match. You could do some flats, you could do some all-in-ones, you could do some pocket diapers, you could do covers, you could do the hybrid. You can do a mix and match. And for a lot of people, it works best to mix and match, because sometimes you want to use a certain kind of diaper, sometimes you'd like to use another, and it's nice to have a versatile style. If grandma comes over and she needs to use Velcro, she can use Velcro, and if you prefer the snaps, you can do snaps. So I would definitely mix and match, see what you are more comfortable with, and I probably wouldn't recommend buying all your big stash before your baby's here. Find out what you like, and try them out and have fun. Alright guys, I hope that helped you with a little bit more information about cloth diapering and cost comparisons, and leave comments and questions below. Bye guys.